How many witnesses does it take to establish truth in the court of law? Okay? These men are standing there, and they said, we saw him alive. He appeared, we know, to Mary Magdalene. Then he appeared to a group of women who had come to the tomb. He appeared to Peter. He appeared to 2 on the road to Emmaus. He appeared to the 11 disciples. And he appeared to over 500 followers at one time. In 1 Corinthians 15, verse 6, the word tells us that. And these people were walking around. They were on the streets of Jerusalem, and they were saying, I saw him alive. I saw him alive. I ate with him. I touched him. He spoke with me. I saw him alive. He was alive. And they went to their deaths proclaiming this truth that Jesus Christ rose from the grave. And as they proclaimed this, they suffered greatly. They lost possessions. They suffered the loss of family relationships. They suffered persecution. And ultimately, they were killed for their testimony for Christ. And these men didn't become wealthy. They didn't develop a life of ease due to their ministry. Actually, proclaiming this truth led to more trouble in their lives than ever before, and a very painful and for all of them agonizing time, even death. There's much that history has to say about the way these men were tortured and executed for their faith, and all of them stayed true to the reality that Jesus Christ rose from the dead. And the Jewish leaders and the Romans could never produce a body. Oh, how they wanted to. They would have brought all this to an end. But they couldn't. Josephus also tells us that the disciples did clearly communicate that Jesus had appeared to them alive again on the third day. It was their message consistently, and it continues to be the message that Jesus is alive. And think about it, if they were faking the resurrection, if someone had hidden the body of Jesus, if somehow he survived the crucifixion, if there were some sort of scheme, then it would be inconceivable for the disciples to consistently and continually proclaim this message in the face of opposition and persecution being spread through the ancient world, even to their death. Somebody would have cracked. But they didn't. They stood for the truth because it was the truth. Jesus is alive.